Welcome back to the chocolate tree. Men, you are welcome to sit in, but just so you know, chapter 5 is all about benefits for women. One of the most wonderful things I found, and probably why my body craved chocolate at PMS time, is magnesium. Magnesium is abundant in cacao, and it helps to relax uterine muscles. This means it can actually help with menstrual cramps and other PMS symptoms. It can also possibly help in fertility. And as we get older, cacao has flavanols that can improve memory and possibly reduce your risk of dementia. I know I could use that. It can improve the blood flow to your brain. And it's one of the only foods to contain neurotransmitters that can heal the brain. So imagine me reading this information. With doctors having found many lesions on my brain and my mother suffering from Alzheimer's, this study of chocolate was really starting to grab my attention. Another thing I found was the cacao has serotonin. Serotonin gives you emotional stability and makes you feel happy. It aids in digestion and can help keep you regular. Well, that right there can create a better mood for sure. I have a history of deep depression, anxiety, and a fear of public speaking. So, this benefit would have been a miraculous change in my life. Ladies, I'm sure I'm not alone in revealing that I went through a lot of pain as a young preteen. I would be doubled over in pain and barely able to walk. I hadn't begun having a period yet, and my mother always thought appendicitis and would rush me to the doctor. After a year or more of this happening every 8 weeks or so, I believe God guided my praying mother to take me to my first gynecology visit, where the doctor found that I had an enlarged ovary. The doctor confirmed that I had most likely been experiencing extreme pain every other month. Might I insert here that I am not a health foods expert and would never suggest that you eliminate your trust in doctors. What I am telling you is that as a Christian, it is so very important to test the spirit of who or what you put your trust in. In these past few years, I have found that I can put much more faith in a doctor who believes in Jesus. I had a Christian oncologist, and I see a Christian therapist, and I make sure I pray before seeing any doctor. My health history has changed so drastically that now during most doctor visits, I have to be very open about what God has done in my life. My list of specialists has been eliminated, and my extensive medication list has gone down drastically. So if a doctor listens and is supportive, praise God, he gets all the glory. But if a doctor ignores me, tries to push aside my beliefs, belittle me, showing me proof of their scientific experience and findings, I find another doctor. My body has experienced such a miraculous change that I will not allow anyone to force their negativity or speak death over me. A Christian doctor will listen. They will speak life, agree with you with no intention of making you look like a fool. And that's how I test the spirits. Listen to 1 John 4:4-6 in the Message version. My dear children, you come from God and belong to God. You have already won a big victory over those false teachers, for the spirit in you is far stronger than anything in the world. These people belong to the Christ denying world. They talk the world's language and the world eats it up. but we come from God and belong to God. Anyone who knows God understands us and listens. The person who has nothing to do with God will, of course, not listen to us. This is another test for telling the spirit of truth from the spirit of deception. So here's your next bucket drop. When someone you trust is speaking negativity into your life, do you recognize it? Do you just brush it off? Or do you come against it? Let that bucket sit and fill up a bit. And then let Jesus empty it all out. Every last drop.